Hey y'all, I gotta tell you, I wrenched my back pretty good. I'll tell you about that in a little bit here. But I'm going to take you on out and show you what I got done on the garden here. Man, I'll tell you what, it gave me a good workout. But here, let's head on out there and show you what it's there. By the way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That is if you like this kind of content. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And whatever else you want to do. Yeah, there's one habanero plant. Some habanero plants I didn't get watered. But they're still looking pretty healthy. They're looking good. They'll wait till tomorrow morning. Now these ones over here, you can see that these ones are watered. I don't know how I missed those ones. But these are all habanero plants. And got several of them on in here. Now, I'm finding for me that when I plant from seedlings, I like to put 2 or 3 seeds. And I know a lot of people like to separate them. But I find for me that having a clump of seeds together, they get competitive and tend to thrive better. And I think that might be what happened with my Carolina Reapers. See here. Now here's my Carolina Reapers. There's one here. Ooh, the dirt really settled down around this one. Where did it go here? We'll find it. There it is. So here, let me kind of kick a little bit more dirt in around it. See, I screwed up my back working on the sawmill. See, these reapers aren't looking too good. They really aren't. I'm hoping they survive. But, hey, I don't know. If I do fail, it's not the seed's fault. It's definitely the gardener's fault. There's a view of this section here. Quite a few peppers on out there. I don't know if it's showing up here. Let's see if we can zoom in. You see all the way back there. More of them there. Then some more on this side here. Now down here are my tomato plants. Let's zoom in on these. Now these ones here I planted outside of the greenhouse. I didn't weed, I didn't rototill this section. Well, I did earlier in the year, but not just prior to planting. So there's weeds growing amongst them. And you can see that they're looking good. Now down here, there's the tomato plant. These are looking kind of curly. And then here's another tomato plant right here. I let them get super dry, but they're still not doing too bad. One in here. See if we can get them closer. Yeah, this right here. Leaves I kind of curled. And then you're going to see that I got a few more hot pepper plants. Now, here's a hot pepper plant. The habaneros these here are. But, yeah, right there. That one don't look too bad. But these ones here, not very good. This one back in here already died. This one here might pull on out. But I planted these in the greenhouse. And I got a bunch of volunteer tomatoes on in here too. Like this here is a volunteer tomato. Probably a cherry tomato, I'm not sure. A couple more, there's a number of them throughout here. And then these are the tomatoes that I planted after I pulled the greenhouse down. I planted all these tomatoes. Oops, that's not a tomato, that's a carton. I haven't picked up the cartons yet. So here, let's back up and get another shot. We'll get another shot so you can see it all. Okay, here's the lower section of the garden. And there's the weed patch with the tomatoes growing in that I showed you. And then these tomatoes. And personally, I think the garden does better with the weeds. When I have a push mower, I'll be setting things further apart where I can run the mower in between. I'll get into more talking about that on some other videos, on gardening videos. I have my preferences on how I like to garden. Everybody has their preferences, and they know what works for them. But here, let me get on to showing you what I was doing when I screwed up my back yesterday. Well, now, what I was doing when I threw my back out this horrible way to where I can hardly walk. And I mean, I tell you what, I don't like to use bad language all that much, but there's some bad words I'd like to use to express how I'm feeling and what it did to me. But right there, you see the water supply coming on in. That's what I was working on. Now, I've been telling people I'm going to fix that for a long time, to where I dump the water straight on the blade. Well, I fixed it. Another person had suggested to me, up here we have the, that's the on-off switch for the water. Somebody had told me to put another one on there. I thought, well, you know what, I can get by without it. You know, he said have one to set to where it had the exact amount of water flow that you wanted, and then the other one's just an on-off switch. Well, this is by far a better setup than what I had before, fixing this water supply. And here, let me show you on the other side. But it would definitely be better if I had the another shut-off bit switch like the guy suggested. I wish I could give him credit who it was that told me it. I don't remember who it was. But I know that for beyond a shadow of a doubt, it'd be better to have two shut-off valves. But there you can see I got that train looking right down on the blade, so when I turn the water on, it doesn't undershoot it or overshoot it. But when I was working on it, this here, I went to stand up, and I hit the back of my head right on this handle here. I just barely gave it a tap. And I tell you what, I don't know how many of you have been whacked on the back of the head just lightly or whatever, and you know it doesn't really hurt, but you get this, what the heck? Who did that, you know? You wondered if somebody just whacked you in the back of the head. Well, this wasn't one of those moments. It was such a light tap on the back of the head that it was like no big deal on that part. But it sent a shock wave down to my back that, oh my goodness, I tell you what. It pinched a nerve and it messed everything up down there. So that's what I've been fighting and struggling through today. I should have had I need to get my my watermelon planted. I got some bell peppers inside. I got a number of things, and I could have gotten it all done today, but nope. And I could have done the sawmilling today, but nope. Couldn't do near as much what I need to do. But there's always tomorrow, and that's a good thing about life. There's always tomorrow to do what you didn't get done today. So here's the next project I got to get done. A friend of mine that's been helping me, he's the one that was cutting the boards. I turned him loose to cutting this log. I let him set it up and do everything. Now, can you all see this cut line that's on here? He was doing fine on cutting the little stuff. Can you see that cut line? This cut line is waving up and down 1.5 inches. It was cutting so fine, and then all of a sudden he got onto this. I had to shut him down. Let's see if I can open this up and give you a view down it. I don't know if this is going to work out. Nope, I can't lift it. But I don't know, maybe y'all can see down that cut line. Well, I'll see if you can. These are the boards that we or he cut. I didn't cut these. He cut them for me on my sawmill. I was supposed to make delivery today, but that didn't get done. So I'm going to deliver these ones in the morning. But he definitely messed that log up. Or that cut, rather. Yeah, I can get a lot of wood out of it still. No big deal. And I tell you what, I really do appreciate the guy's help. It was a big plus. So now y'all know how my day went yesterday and today. Mm, good stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just thought I'd get y'all informed on what was happening around here. You can see my woodshed. I need to get filled up. Just remember, folks, if the girls don't find you handsome like me, they can find you handy like me. And if they don't find you handy like me, well, just pray that they find you. Y'all come back now here. Bye. Cheers. That's some good tea. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.